YouTube was good. It's your boy CJ. I'm back with another trade breakdown video. Just left the gym this morning. I took a nice setup on gold, demand setup. Pretty much went straight to take profit. It was a great setup. We're just sticking to the plan, y'all. I'm really just focused on staying consistent, staying disciplined, and staying within my trading boundaries, guys, because I had to spend the entire last week working my way out of drawdown that I shouldn't have even been in the first place, because I got caught up trading with my emotions. But we got out of drawdown last week. This week we're about to get straight back to the profits. We're following our trading plan, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? And we're staying consistent. But let me head back to the chart so I can show y'all exactly what I took and why I took it, so y'all can learn something from me today, y'all. So let's go. All right, y'all, we back. So right now we're looking at gold on a 5-minute chart. This was a setup that I actually took today. So we had a nice demand zone that was created. I think it was 6 a.m. Yep, 6 a.m. We had a break of structure of London swing high. So at that point, I was waiting for price to come back down, tap into the demand zone, which we got. We had these relative swing highs right up here. So I actually targeted those for liquidity. I waited for price to break above the candle that reacted, entered off the break of the candle, sat through a little bit of drawdown, and we ended up hitting take profit, taking out liquidity at the top. So let me actually jump over to trading view, because I actually want to break this down using a replay feature. Let's jump over here. Let's get this out the way. Let's start from scratch. Yeah, man. All right, we're jumping out to the 4-hour time frame. Jumping out to the 4-hour time frame, we actually had just broken out of a consolidation, and I mentioned to you guys that I was working my way out of a drawdown. And y'all, let me tell you this right here, I was a victim. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was a victim. This is Chop City right here. Those of you guys that don't know what consolidation is, it's basically when the price of any chart that you're looking at isn't confirmed. It's not actually going in one direction or the other. Basically, you want to be trading a market that's trending. We want it to be conviction going in one direction in order for us to easily get in and out and execute our trades. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is Chop City. You don't want to go there. It's not a fun place. It was pretty nasty, and I ended up losing about 1.5%. I don't like that in a week. It's a little aggressive for me, but long story short, we had a consolidation right here, and we ended up breaking out last week. Right, so last week, once we broke this out of this consolidation, we broke this swing high. We also broke this swing high. I was pretty confident in the bull price action, right? So I actually waited for price to come all the way back down to this demand zone, which we tapped last night, as we tapped in over the weekend, Friday going into Sunday, and we got a reaction last night going into this morning, right? So jumping down to the 1 hour, this is a nice smooth reversal. I actually like that. So we got a rejection from the zone, which I liked, and we got a nice reversal. We broke about a 13 EMA on the 1 hour. So then jumping down to the 5-minute, let me select this bar too. What's this? We'll go 7 a.m. Right, so jumping down to the 15-minute, we had structure creating new highs, right? So we had this low, we broke this swing high, created a new swing high. We had a higher low, we created another higher high, and then we created another low, or higher low, and then we just broke this high again, right? And this is what I seen when I came to the chart. So jumping down to the 5-minute, this is 7 a.m. right? So I came to the charts and I seen that, yo, we just broke this swing high. Marking this off as a break of structure. Alright. So I said, okay, since we broke the structure, where was the impulse created that we actually broke the structure? So coming right down to here, we'll draw our zone just like this. label that as demand. And we seen that we had created a gap right in here. So at this point, when I'm looking at price action, I'm waiting. Okay, so we know we have buyers sitting right down here in this area. Let me be patient and wait for price to come back down. We're tracing to that area and look for an entry. So let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, all right, so as you just seen on the 5-minute, or excuse me, on the Top Step platform, price actually didn't break this low. Now granted, some people trade liquidity grabs. I don't really trade liquidity grabs, but on here this looks like a normal demand setup. Jumping back to trading view, now this looks like a liquidity grab. Not that big of a deal, because we on the next candle we actually got a reaction and we actually got a break of the candle, and this is actually where I entered at. So here's our reaction. Put my risk reward tool right up here. I put my stop loss below the candle, and I aim for the resting liquidity at the top. Right. So let's mark that off. Liquidity, boom. Right. So I waited for the break of the candle. We sat through a little bit of drawdown. This was a little crazy right here. Couple candles, and then we got the 8 a.m. volume just so happened to be on our side, so that was a blessing. And then we targeted the liquidity for the top. Now granted, now guys, this is the important part. So now this demand zone did get invalidated because it did break through the bottom. I really don't have a clear explanation on why sometimes the pricing is different for the CFD charts and the prices that we get for the LME and the CME on futures, but this liquidity was never taken on the CFD charts, right? So it came all the way back down. But as you can see, which we just looked at on GC contract, it actually did get taken. So long story short, we aimed for the liquidity right up here and it got hit. But this was our trade for today. This was nothing major. I risked about 0.5%, nothing major. Like I said, I just worked my way out of drawdown, guys. There's no reason for us to be trying to shoot for these home runs and go for these big, massive trades. You know, the best traders are the most consistent. The best traders aren't the people that can get, you know, $15,000 payout, $10,000 payout every, 6 to 9 months, right? We want to be getting consistent payouts. We want to be seeing consistent profits. That doesn't mean you're going to win every trade, but we want to see some consistency in ourselves, right? And that also gives you the confidence to keep taking the good setups over the bad, right? But that's today's trade breakdown, guys. If you got any questions, just hit me up. Love to see what y'all took today. We've seen the price just turned around on us, so I literally got out at the perfect time. But this is our trade setup for today, man. Y'all stay blessed out there in the markets. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and stay on your grind. Go ahead.